Brexit trade talks are looking unpromising as the EU and UK move closer to a no-deal and Michel Barnier is left with no more wriggle room. Prime Minister Boris Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen had an emergency meeting yesterday as talks remain in a state of deadlock. EU negotiator Michel Barnier left London on Saturday keeping his cards close to his chest, but both sides warned of significant divergences which leaves Brussels and London no closer to a deal. Mr. Barnier said last week, "We keep calm, as always, and if there is still a way, we will see." The UK government has said a deal is there to be done today, but France 24's correspondent Dave Keating gave a worrying forecast. He said that it's looking very bad, suggesting a no-deal Brexit could be beckoning. Mr. Keating said, ahead of this call between Boris Johnson and Ursula von der Leyen, we knew it was very unlikely that they could find some kind of big-picture diplomatic fix, or that deal would be done tonight. One thing we didn't know is whether the EU would throw in the towel. They didn't. It's looking very, very bad. This does look like a last roll of dice rather than just trying to iron out last-minute changes. It is looking like they are just going to be too far apart to bridge the gap at this stage. Major sticking points remain, including fisheries and a level playing field on regulation and trading standards. The EU has told the UK it must keep its fishing grounds open to European vessels and accept a level playing field on regulation to keep access to European markets. However, Brexiteers in the UK argue this would break many of the promises made to voters during the 2016 campaign. The deadline for the transition period is the end of this year, but Mr. Keating warned a deal needs to be agreed way before then so that it can be ratified. However, he also warned Mr. Barnier was limited in the concessions he can make as he would need the agreement of 27 EU leaders. Mr. Keating added, "It's hard to call anything a deadline because so many deadlines have been blown through. The European Council meeting that is taking place on December 10 is really the last possibility." Essentially, Michel Barnier is operating on a mandate that was given to him by the 27 EU governments. He has reached the limit of what he can offer under that mandate, and going beyond that would have to be agreed by the 27 prime ministers and presidents.